Good morning. I hope everybody is enjoying the semester so far and off to a great start. I wanted to give you a quick review this morning before you have your midterm. Your midterm will be due at the end of this module. It is composed of 29 questions, which are a combination of multiple choice, true, false, and essay. A couple of the things we talked about thus far, we spent a good portion on the history of criminal law. We know a lot of what we get today originated from biblical times, and also our common law was founded in England, and we kind of took what England started with and applied it to our own laws. You also need to be aware of the various types of law. Substantive law defines what the law is, what makes murder or homicide wrong, what makes it illegal, whereas procedural law regulates the law, and it's the procedures we follow in order to apply law. We also know that criminal law is the violation of crime, things that we have put on statute, things that are inherently criminal, for lack of a better word. Civil law involves monetary issues. A lot of times it's lawsuits, companies that have done wrong by another individual, break of contract or breach of contract, torts, those kinds of things. Also, under civil law, you have child support, child custody issues, divorce. Those things are all under what we consider civil law. Make sure you understand that actus reus is a criminal act and that mens rea is the actual associated intent, or what we often refer to as the guilty mind. We've mentioned a couple times through the lecture the difference between a felony and a misdemeanor. A felony is your harsher crimes, your robberies, your rapes, your burglaries, things that you're going to be sentenced to more than a year in prison for. That's what a felony would be. A misdemeanor are those things that are relatively minor. At the most, you should only spend less than a year, and that would be in jail instead of prison. Also be aware of what double jeopardy is. Obviously, double jeopardy, you cannot be tried for the same crime twice. Now, let me clarify that a little bit. That refers to in a criminal court. Once you've found not guilty, then you cannot be retried again trying to get a guilty verdict. The only caveat with that is in regards to civil law. One can be tried and found not guilty in the criminal law and then turn around and be sued and found guilty in civil law. A perfect example of this would be O.J. Simpson. I know that's a long time ago, but however, he was found not guilty in the criminal courts, was a free man able to walk outside the court and go back to his regular lifestyle. The families of his victims got together and they sued him in a civil court. They were awarded millions of dollars. One reason for this, too, is that there's a standard of proof that is different between civil courts and criminal courts. In a criminal court, in order for someone to be found guilty, there is a standard of proof beyond a reasonable doubt. A jury should never find anyone guilty unless they have absolutely zero doubt that the crime occurred by the suspect in question. In the civil courts, you only have to have what we call a preponderance of evidence. 51% likelihood that the individual did it. So you see there's a huge standard there and how much easier it would be to find someone guilty in a civil court as opposed to a criminal court. Also make sure that you read over and are aware of the different insanity defenses and the uses of force. Those will be on your midterms as well. This upcoming week, we will discuss the various types of homicides, which are justifiable, excusable, and criminal. We'll also discuss the difference between assault and battery. And lastly, for the week, we will discuss the various forms of sexual assault. So we're getting into some really heavy subject matter from this point on. The week that you're currently working on will not be on your midterm exam. That material will be on your final exam. Please let me know if I can help you. I hope this kind of gives you a guideline what to study for your midterm. I'm here. Send me an email, give me a call. I'll help you in any way possible. Best of luck.